Ooh, back like I left something was happening with it, your boy Cuddy J. It's the kick back, chit chat, roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. I know y'all with that. Shout out to my homie Mr. Woody and Big Stack. Get stacks, nigga. Never ever been mixed match. Only when I bought a Dickie suit. Get it? Mixed match? Yeah, what's happening with everybody? I'm back like I left some. It's your boy Cuddy J. It's time to kick back and chit chat with you guys. Uh, Welcome back, man. It's been a long time since I did a video for you guys and chatting with y'all about whatever's going on in the world, in the hood, in the city, in the streets, whatever. But it's been a long weekend and it's been a crazy weekend. And I got so much shit to talk to y'all about tonight. I'm not gonna have no one topic show. It's gonna be about a couple things that happened this weekend. I know this nigga ain't drinking no Bud Ice. Yes, I'm drinking the Bud Ice. That nigga drinking the Bud Ice. Yes, I'm drinking the Bud Ice. It's my shit. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, it's been a crazy weekend, man. It's been it's Monday night. I'm here with y'all to chat with y'all about what's been going on over the past few days. I did a podcast show. I can't even recall the last time I sit back and chit chatted with you guys on a one-on-one tip. But I have gave y'all some content over the past days. I've probably been going hard on social media, real hard lately, but that's that's some other shit. I will say this though, I just got some good news. I just got some good news. Shout out to the lady, Miss Cammy Wright. Cammy Wright, Shreveport, Louisiana. She's the lady that's over the Soul Food Louisiana Fall Festival that goes on. It's their third annual. This is their third year doing it. I just got the message saying, "Hey, uh, let me know if you're interested in it or you can be available." And I'm like, "Shit, yeah." August 25th through the 27th, the fairgrounds, state fairgrounds. Yes, I got some good news. I want to give y'all that good news and share that with y'all before I get started on what we're going to talk about and chat about. Because to be honest, I kind of felt like, okay, I see these awards going out. I know they've been seeing me. If they see these people, they've been seeing me because I share my material and I tag everybody, and everybody say they see my shit, so I know they seen it. So there's no way in hell I shouldn't be a part of this. I'm so hip hop Louisiana festival because first of all, I'm a rapper first. I dropped Louisiana X's 13 years ago. Put it on iTunes. It's still on all platforms to this day. Louisiana X's from Louisiana. Now I'm in Texas. That's what I mean. The whole album about where I'm from and where I'm at. Then I kept it going. Did shows, all that. Started podcasting, and I ain't been doing nothing but putting on for my city, Shreveport, and putting people from Shreveport on my show. So I knew it was most definitely that I just felt like, hold up now, my name got to be mentioned up here. Somebody throw me an alley hoop. Shout out to the nigga that did it, whoever. Appreciate you. I want my flowers. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let's get to the crazy shit. Uh, the topics I want to speak about tonight. We got first we're gonna go off with the first Monica situation, her jumping off stage and getting into the crowd. I guess to try to control her show. I guess this guy punched his girl. This guy was out there punching on the girl. Now they say this wasn't his girlfriend. Some people say this was his girlfriend, but Monica stopped her show and was like, "Hey, boy, don't you be hitting on no woman." I guess he capped back at her. She jumped down the stage like she was about to do something with a security by her. Now, the thing that now the back and forth about this situation is, was she why the hell she jumped off the stage? Secondly, another thing that happened, uh Cardi B was on stage the other day in Vegas. Somebody threw some water on her. She threw the mic back at their ass. We're gonna talk about that. Um and you know you got the motherfucking goddamn Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawford fight that went on and yeah, man, Earl Spence, man, he got beat up the whole fucking fight, man. It wasn't the time that he won the round. He didn't win nothing. He didn't win a square off. He didn't even win on a square off. He didn't have no part of the fight he won, But hey, he took it like a man, said he had no excuses. The better man won. We're gonna get on that. And last, I want to also talk about this movie that everybody's been talking about with the goddamn fried chicken. They cloned Tyrone. I watched that movie this weekend, and I want to give my take about what I feel about that right there. So let's start off with the Monica situation. Her jumping off stage, uh, getting in some businesses she don't even know what the situation is. So I gotta respect her for stepping in a place of a man punching a lady in the middle of her show, because we like where the man was at. That's right. We got men that's on the floor with this going on. She on stage trying to perform, and she has to get down on the stage, off the stage, and try to stop what's going on and check the dude. Now, I'm gonna say this: she didn't have no reason to jump off stage. I got to give her props for trying to control her show. Yeah, but she got security for that. And guess what? Her security guards, her security, it ain't their job to go down there and get in them people businesses down there what's going on. They got security at the venue for that. They got security, police officers. They got people that's patrolling that area down there. That's their job. That's not Monica and her security job. So her jumping off the stage is taking a risk. We know that. She shouldn't be taking no fucking risks, and, and jumping down, doing something. I mean, now what if the dude would have punched her or whatever? Now her security guards would have to jump off the stage and jumped on this dude right here, and no telling if he had a gun or whatever, and something would happen to one of her security guards for doing something that's not their business. Now, I understand this, Monica, this your concert. You want to take control of the show, but that you were standing on dangerous grounds just then. Anything could have happened. Now, they just say, I gotta play devil's advocate. They just say if when she jumped down there, the dude would it wouldn't have went like that, the dude would have did the same thing to Monica. And then next thing you know, her security down there, they jumping on this dude and something happened bad to somebody get killed. All but got behind. No, we don't know what their altercation is. Why the dude punched her? He shouldn't be punching anyway. You at a Monica concert, man. What the hell going on? And I see nothing but women around, a couple men. What in hell a man doing punching a woman at a Monica concert? Not like Monica trying to caress her like Usher was caressing no girl. And then this happened before. This not happened. This happened before the weekend. This happened like last week or some shit. I don't know, but I want to speak on it because I haven't been able to talk to y'all about how I feel about the situation. I've been seeing people post and shit and comment about what they say about it, but this is my take on it. If it's me, I mean it's all kind of ways. Now, if somebody throws something do something to you, harm you, you can do whatever you want to do. But somebody else's business out there in the crowd, man, I ain't finna jump down on no stage, man. I'm not even finna put my security in a position where they got this not ours. We're not getting paid for that. They not getting paid for that. The patrollers on the floor getting paid for that. The security guards, the police, they get paid for that. That's their problem. That's their problem. And then it's kind of messed up though because as an artist, you got to deal with you got all this shit, people coming from the stands and the audience to go on stage and doing crazy shit, from comedians getting bum rushed on the stage to to people on the stage jumping out in the audience, and then you got Cardi B trying to perform in Las Vegas, just out the blue. Chick threw her drink at her. Cardi B reacted like Cardi B. She got that mic and threw that motherfucker at her like she was throwing a damn boomerang, like that bitch was gonna come back to her and she was gonna catch that bitch and get back to rapping. She threw that bitch hard. I don't know if she hit her or not, but you see how quick the security guard got on the lady that threw the drink on at Cardi B. Where were the security guards at Monica concert when the dude punched the lady? One thing about, we all know at concerts. I ain't been to a concert in a long time, but we know security is they play that stage part kind of thicker just to stop people from jumping up there. They got to be on alert. So it had to be security around there at the Monica concert, right there in that area. Come on now, had to be. And I like the way Cardi B reacted though. By the way, I guess the girl that threw the drink at Cardi B, she hating on her. She probably was full of that alcohol on that oil. She already got that jealous trait in her by Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? You know, Puerto Rican chick dating a black dude. She probably mad and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But she thought Cardi B was gonna jump off the stage. I think that she thought this was it. She said, "Girl, we're gonna throw a drink at her. And she jump off the stage. We're gonna beat her ass. We're gonna make the papers. We're gonna make news on her." She thought she was gonna get that reaction for Cardi B because I thought Cardi B probably was gonna. When I seen the video, I thought they were gonna show Cardi B jumping out the stage, going at a chick. She threw the mic back at that bitch like a boomerang. I don't know if she clocked it, but you see how quick the security guy was right there. And with all that being said, though, man, us as being fans and going to these venues, man, we need to. Being an artist is a hard job these days, man. I mean, being an artist, it's like it's no fun being an R&B or rap artist, whether you're male or female, because it's with social media. It seems like everybody know your moves. Everybody know everything about what you're doing, what kind of car you got, where you stay at, how your house look inside, what you just bought. Y'all show all that shit. So when you're around them in the public forum, they really already kind of envying you so much because they are you showcase yourself. That's why you can't post. That's why you got these rappers, man, getting their chain. Till you hear about that shit more than anything. You hear about. Uh, I'm, I'm pretty sure it went on back then, extortion and all that. But it's already hard being an artist, of any caliber. You know, not even just an artist. You got basketball players who are starting to get harassed by fans in the stands more now than they did back in the day. They actually get the fans are bold now. They throwing paper at fans. At players. They cursing at them, talking real crazy to them, getting try to just to get a reaction. You got comedians getting rushed on the stage. Then you got rappers. You got rappers. And we know that rappers got stories about, yeah, they've been, there's times, I think at G Unit, they have a story where they said they was up on the stage and niggas was throwing chairs and shit up there and 50 through a bottle of water back at. And they, it was all those type of stories. But I mean, man, if you gonna go, you gonna go pay money and go to these venues or these concerts to go see these artists, and why throw some stuff? Why disrespect them? I mean, that's some bozo ass shit. I salute Cardi for what she did. I'm glad she didn't jump off the stage. I'm glad she actually kind of showed growth, in my opinion, just throwing her mic. Because Cardi 4 or 5 years ago, she would have jumped off the stage. Stupid motherfucker. Then Monica, like I said, respect her for what she did, man. But that ain't your place, Monica. The boy ain't yours. The boy is not yours. The boy is not yours. Leave that man alone. You stay your ass back on stage. You sing here with your long shoe ass. Let's get out the women though. Shout out to both women though. Anyway, man. Monica. It's good that she's still doing shows and still keeping herself relevant and talked about. 20 some years later. Especially with all the fucking talent and these artists is out now. Uh, but yeah, that happens. And then over to Saturday night, we got the Earl Spence and the Terrence Crawford fight. Now I'm gonna say this, y'all. I lately I'm a fan. I'm really not a big fan of boxing. My favorite boxer right now at the time is the Javante Davis kid. I like that kid right there. He's like a mini Mike Tyson. I like Javante. Javante, he's my favorite boxer. And back in the day, I like Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. I love Tyson. I love those type of guys back in the day. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. But I ain't really just been caught up on too much. I love, my bad, Money Making Mayweather. He's about the last fighter that I just rooted for. But he ain't been boxing. It ain't his game no more. It's these young boys' game. And like I've been hearing Terrence Crawford name, I've been hearing Earl Spence name a lot, just because it's Dallas. And just to let y'all know, Earl Spence is not from Dallas. He stays in DeSoto. He moved from Long Island, New York, probably in his early teens. So he probably stayed half his life in New York and half his life in Dallas. So Dallas, stop claiming everybody just because they stay here. I've been here 20 years. I don't y'all need to claim me. I'm from Polk City, Ratchet City, Northside. That's where I'm from. Cherokee Park. You know what I'm saying? The North Market area. Uh, but yeah, I never really just like paid attention to either one of these guys fighting. Now, I hear that Earl Spence is fighting somebody one night, and I never watched the fight. But the next day, I heard somebody say, "Yeah, Earl Spence got his ass." I probably heard that shit 10 times. Never watched them fight till this weekend. My first time watching Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight, and I must say, and me not ever watching Earl fight, I knew that wasn't his best performance, and I knew he wasn't ready for this fight because everybody was like, "That's not Earl." And for a moment throughout I caught the fight at the beginning of the second, right before he got knocked out is when I clicked on the fight. He got dropped by 10 seconds later. And that's from then on, he lost focus on the fight. He wasn't himself. I could tell he wasn't himself because I did go back and watch old videos of him. I'm like, yeah, he ain't himself. He looked like he was loaded the whole game. I mean, the whole fight. His eyes was red. Like if I feel like he been puffing and taking shots of Cuervo Gold. She's something else. It's the dog. Um, he just didn't look right. But hats off to Terrence Crawford. I'm not gonna take nothing away from him. He had to stand. His stance was victory. He was setting up there, punching with. He was on it. I'm talking about counter punch, hook, counter jab. I'm talking about he was in it. I'm talking about in it. He had something for everything Earl tried to do. Everything Earl tried to do, he had some for. Earl tried to get in the inside of him, kept him with the little hooks and uppercuts to the body. He couldn't do nothing with that. Terrence studied and he did good studying on film watching Spence because it's like he knew what Spence was gonna do every time Spence threw a punch. This man Crawford landed 50% of of his punches. Crawford landed 50% of his punches. He landed 60% of his power punches. That's crazy. 40 and 0. Both of these guys had zero. That next number was zero. I think uh, Spence was what, 28 and 0? He was 39 and 0. And people talking about underdog. No, Terrence Crawford wasn't no underdog. He just didn't have to. He wasn't the champ. I mean, shout out to him. I mean, is it gonna be a rematch? Who knows? I mean, I heard somebody say December is gonna be a rematch. That's what 4 months from now. I mean, that might be too soon because the fact that you got to heal up a little bit, and then you got to train for like another 3 to 4 months, right? So I think this should be like a February fight. Another 6, 7 months from now. Should be no 4 months from now. No, that ain't gonna happen. Uh, and besides the fight, I do. One thing I didn't like though, and it wasn't even nothing about the fighters. It's the fans, because I wish I could have screenshot everybody that was speaking about Earl Spence, and not just over the weekend, just in the past period. People that was riding with Earl Spence forever, and all of a sudden when he lost, you know what I'm saying, they turned their back on him. They like, oh, bump him, he's a bomb. All that. Now keep in mind, this man won 28 fights. And he finally lost one. You gonna mean to tell me he can't fight? He's a bum? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all are dumb. He just couldn't stand this wall. Now he might win 10 more in a row. Is he still gonna be a bum? Or does he have to be Crawford to not be a bum again? Come on. Y'all are two-faced, man. What's my you're turning the motherfucker without using your signal light. Y'all are two-faced. Y'all kill me with that shit, man. It's like the Cowboy fans. Cowboys, they be pumped. The Cowboy fans be pumped about their team every year until they upset them and they all type of shit. Whack Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, whatever. Ezekiel Elliott. He fell again. Come on. Like and that's I don't know if it's our culture, but all it takes for us to do is to slip one time and we are not considered great anymore, or we not this lick no more. It's like we the only people that wait till you fuck up and you know good. There's nothing else you can do good for me no more to make me. I'm not taking this back. This is how I'm gonna feel about you. Which kind of matches when you have a disagreement with somebody on Facebook. You agree with them 1,000 times, but as soon as you disagree with them, they delete, block, whatever. That's the most pettiest fucking attitude ever have. But fuck you. But but shout out to Terrence Crawford, man. Earl Shake Back, man. I know I heard it was 18 months since you had a fight. I also heard about you getting thrown out of the car going 125 miles per hour. Maybe you weren't ready to fight. Maybe you wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have fought. Maybe you should have just let your body heal a little bit more. It was something about you that I looked at your film, man. It's just something that you didn't do. You didn't bring the do. You wasn't really Earl Spence in it like you was Spence in it back then. No, not this time. But not to take nothing away from Crawford. Crawford, you did your thing. You did your thing. Like I said, I'm not offended by. I don't care who won or lost. I'm not a boxing fan like that. Like I said, I mean, I like Gervonta Davis. I probably feel kind of way if Gervonta would lose because I want him to continue being great. It's just me. And y'all gonna turn y'all back on Gervonta too. I know y'all are. Y'all gonna turn y'all back on Gervonta. If Gervonta lose, y'all gonna turn y'all back on. I said it, y'all. I said it. I know y'all are. Y'all did it with Mike Tyson when he got knocked out by Buster Douglas. Yep. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it. It's been a crazy weekend, man. Been a crazy weekend. I've been and I was itching to talk about this shit last night. I said, nah, I just it's just something about Monday that always happens. Um, I ain't gonna even talk about Boosie though, man. Even though he said some old bozo ass shit. Boosie, we get it, man. Yeah, everybody in Louisiana or the South, they gonna listen to Jay-Z before they listen to you because they don't listen. They can't. They don't. It's some niggas in New York don't listen to you more than Jay-Z or other rappers. So of course, you're right. In the South, people gonna jam Jay-Z less than they jam you because they more they biased. But a non-biased listener is gonna jam Jay-Z more, no matter where they from. A non-biased listener, hip hop head, will jam Jay-Z before they jam you. Whether you're a street nigga, nerd, whatever, he would jam Jay-Z before he jam you if he's non-biased. The fact that we got a lot of people that's biased, they're gonna say you over Jay-Z. I get it. There's people like that in Brooklyn saying the same thing about you. But a person like me who's from Louisiana, it's 50 other rappers that I would listen to before you, and they ain't even from the South. And I'm non-biased. I like your Boosie. I like your music. I even like your new music. People like, the old Boosie go hard. Yeah, both of them go hard. I like the new Boosie too, though. He sound like old Boosie still. He's just older. And we don't want to hear old Boosie talking about the old shit. We want to hear old Boosie talking about some maturity shit, some knowledge. Give us some fucking gems and game. it's cool. You can still make the ratchet move. Music. Just give us some, talk some, or don't make music no more and just run your fucking mouth on all these blogs. I like that boost. Straight up. And if I and the slide y'all out though with this kickback chit chat. By the way, y'all hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the dislike button. I like all the smoke. Come in, share with your friends and family. It's the subscribe button right there. Right there, it's easy. Even a caveman can do it. Finally got a chance to watch that movie they cloned Tyrone, which it was the way I heard. I, I don't really watch movies that much no more, or I don't flick on Netflix or Hulu or the, I rarely go to Tubi, you know what I'm saying? Tubi got to have a live lit movie for me to want to watch to click on it. Sometimes I be in that mood, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking my weed, drinking, and they got some good hood shit on, and it rolls over to the next hood movie. I found a couple good movies out of that, but I be wanting to get a good movie that's deep, and I don't be seeing stuff like that no more. So I be on YouTube. I watch documentaries. If I do go to Netflix, I probably be looking for a documentary or a docu-series. When I go look for movies, I always go to drama and crime first. I don't too much care about horror movies. I mean, I used to like comedy movies. I used to love action movies, but I like all kind of movies. But it got everything be momentarily to me. I got to be in the mood to want to watch certain type of stuff. But this movie, they cloned Tyrone. I heard somebody mention it and was talking about how deep it was, and I ain't pay no mind to it. So I've been starting seeing these posts about it, like little memes and stuff like that. And I said, man, what's up with this movie? So now, and then the other, but I think it was, no, it wasn't Thursday. It might was probably Friday or probably was Wednesday or Friday. My partner, man, Mexican dude, he was like, you seen that clone Tyrone shit? I'm like, nah, man, I need to get to that. I've been hearing all about it, man. I definitely need to get to it. And then the fact that you told me, you're like, man, you need to watch that, man, because that's what's really going on these days. So I'm like, what are we talking about? So I'm watching the movie. I'm not gonna tell it because some of y'all might ain't watched it yet. I hope y'all watch it. It's on Netflix. Everybody got Netflix. So I'm watching the movie, and I realized I didn't even know the movie was that long. I thought it was about to end. I hit the button. It's 51 minutes left. I'm like, oh shit. So it shows you what's going on. It shows you what happened. But the second half of the movie shows you the flip side, the undercut of what was, because you could tell by how they were shooting the movie that some had to happen for this to happen, but they didn't show it to us. And some they're gonna have to come back to us in some kind of way. They used the second part of the movie to react what happened on the other side, which I gotta say kudos to that. That was live. I like how y'all kind of like gave us the back end of what went on the other side that we didn't see, which we already had in mind anyway. I know at least me as me looking at the movie, I'm like, okay, something with this, and it showed you what really happened and why things went on with it, the way it was going. And they was talking about the shit in the chicken and in the grape juice, and that's one of the major things people been talking about these days, man. The chicken wings we get ain't the same chicken wings we used to get back in the day. We got these giant ass chicken wings now, like they on steroids or whatever. We eating some crazy ass shit. It's something they putting in the food now that's making us, our body react a certain way. That people talk about the dab. So that movie kind of like it's different messages and signs in that movie that tell you what's kind of like going on now in present time. It's uh, you got these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? It first started when Gucci Man went to jail, and he comes back. He went to prison, sloppy looking, out of shape, bad skin, came out of jail with slim, in shape, clear, smooth skin. Now we all know when you go to prison, man, or go to jail and sitting there a couple of years, or not even a couple of years, you just sitting in there letting your body detox and get some rest. Everything you get that glow again. Your skin clear up. You got time to be in shape. People thought Gucci Man was a clone. He was the first person that they people saw he's clown. That ain't Gucci, man. We did it with Kodak Black. Thought he was clown. And recently, people saying Jamie Foxx, which Jamie Foxx is in the movie, which tripped me out playing a pimp, which was funny. You got Jamie Foxx had a stroke, and he don't look like the Jamie Foxx before the stroke, so we think he's clone. So that movie is real deep because it's show. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they are cloning motherfuckers. We don't know. You don't know if you clone. How long they been doing this? But hey, uh, I don't. This is how I look at it, man. I try not to think about that clone shit. I must say, believe in this. That's who it is. The only thing that fucks with me is the AI shit because make, they can put, they can make a, they can have Biggie they can have Biggie's voice singing California Love, and that takes away the whole fucking goddamn rawness and rush form of hip hop or any kind of fucking creation. But this clown shit, man, I don't understand. I don't know about all that. Oh, and some of y'all, man, I started to say earlier before the show, man. One of my favorite hangout spots over my years, and not only it's my favorite hangout spot over the past 15 years since I've been living here in Dallas. This place called Sherlock's. Everybody knew about Sherlock's. If you came out here and visit me, I took you by there. If you hung out with me, I brought you by there. I talked about it in my music. Um, I talked about it on podcasts. I talked about it Sherlock's to everybody on Facebook. You see pictures of me in Sherlock's. Well, Sherlock's finally came down to a close, and they shut it down for good Saturday night around about 1 o'clock. Um, they 1 o'clock. I heard they came in and started moving shit out. Right at 1 o'clock, didn't let none of them. They didn't give the employees a head up or nothing. No heads up about we moving out. And yeah, man, it's bittersweet though because I feel like how Sherlock's used to be back in the day. It used to be live and direct every day and every night, every day it was live, and then it's just started going falling down. You got all these new big bars around there, new hangout spots in Addison, uh, whereas it's competition now, and the numbers ain't looking good. I think they fucked up when they took the smoking rule out. When they stopped letting people smoke in their cigarettes, that took away a lot because Addison is the only uh, area or, or in part of the metroplex will allow smoking in their bars and restaurants. It's up to the restaurant to say if they don't want it or not. Sherlock's was the main bar for a long time in DF Dub area. It was the number one bar, especially the one in Addison. They started shutting them down years ago. They shut the one down in H Town, San Antonio, uh, uh, Austin. They shut the one down in Arlington. And then they had one they had out 75 in Park Lane. They shut that one down. They opened up with the BBC, which is another company up in Uptown. They shut that one down. The one in Addison was the only one open for years. And the pandemic, after the pandemic, it never got back to its flavor because the pandemic had it looking different. You had sidecar social now. You go around the corner, you got a door behind it, you got a stair. People go hang out at Yard House, Raw Sushi, Gloria's. Across, you got knockouts across the street. You got Logies, they let you smoke in there. Uh, Down the way, you got the Quarter Bar. You got a bunch of places that allow smoking still. Back Nine. But Sherlock's finally came to an end of, I guess, I don't know, it's been 25 years. I've been going to Sherlock since '05. I started going to Sherlock's heavily, like toward like the end of '06. And by '07, I kind of like made a stamp. I started making my stamp in Sherlock's. I was in there, and I made a name for myself in there all kind of ways. And yeah, I had some fun in Sherlock's, man. I made money in that place at a time, man, and I didn't even work there. I made a lot of money in that place without even working there. But uh, Yeah, Sherlock's, man. Rest in peace to Sherlock's. I met a lot of great people, cool people at that place. A lot of, you know, matter of fact, the way my mentality is now, and how I kind of like, a lot of my growth from how I was in my previous years, Sherlock's added a different flavor to me. Didn't change who I was, just added some shit to me. And I realized my character is more outstanding and bigger than what I thought it was. It took me to get around a lot of different type of people from different backgrounds and ages, and to realize what type of person I am. And I loved it. And it took a place like Addison and Sherlock's to show me that. Because one thing about a motherfucker standing in the same place that there's people around people that's like him all day, every day, you'll never know who you really are, how far you can go, because you you're around the same thing every day and around people just like you. You don't even know how far your mind can go because you're around people like you and y'all mind go the same distance. I learned that I had to be around people different. I had to be around different. I couldn't be around the same people all day. I got to be around somebody different. I can't just be thugging all day with my partner homeboys. I got to let me go hang with the corporate partners. Go talk to the music dudes I do music with. Got to get a different energy from you. Got to some positive energy, not just bullshit. But yeah, man, Sherlock's, man. Rest in peace to Sherlock's, man. Um, Funny, I was just about to do a podcast episode there this Thursday coming, but it's not gonna happen. That was like one of my setup spots to do my podcast too, though, and I gotta try to, get tight with another area, another place in that area, which I don't care. I mean, I'm a bit Sherlock's though, man, and it's been the kickback chit chat, man. I've been having a nice run lately. I appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in, watching me, taking a little time to watch me. Whether you watch 5, 10 minutes of me and you probably click back on and finish me out. The ones that watch me out all the way through, big shout out to you. Yeah, like I said, hit the subscribe button, man. I'm done kick back chit chatting with y'all, man. It's your boy Cuddy J, and I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all.